cases. Okay? So, start. Okay? Clear? Clear ang audio? Everything clear? Nakikita niyo yung slideshow? Pag may problem, type lang kayo guys para makita ko kung may problem. Okay. So, for this evening, this is what you will be expecting from this session. Okay. I'll give you an idea on how I started my journey as a newborn photographer. Okay. And I'll give you the basics. Okay. Ano ba yung mga kailangan nyong malaman when you're starting out as a newborn photographer? So, if I'm not mistaken, some of the participants have a little idea na. May mga ilan dito na nagtatry na take ng pictures ng baby. And others are, wala, talagang interested lang, nakikurious sila, gustong mag-try, pero never had the courage. So, that's my goal actually, is to bring this genre of photography closer to many more photographers in the Philippines. Okay? I'll teach you a little bit on the basic setup, which I think is the easiest starting point. Okay, we call this our mini session. That's what we offer to our clients here. Yun yung tawag namin sa package na to. So I'll give you an idea on the mini session and how you can do it. Kasi when I'm trying to build up this course, sabi ko, ano ba yung pinakamagandang way na mag-start tong mga to? I think the mini session, I started start newborn photography, and this is where we started. So ito yung ituturo ko sa inyo. And introduce to you the academy that we will be launching. This is the NAP. Okay, so this is where around doing 10 years. Medyo lagi daw yung sounds. Wait lang check natin. Then, test mic. Sorry. Ayan. Guys, okay na? Lalag pa rin? Naglalag pa rin ba yung sound? Ayan, clear na. Sorry, mukhang naglalag yung internet natin kanina. Okay? Okay. Yan, okay na? Clear na? All right. Sige. So, this is where I started. This is my newborn baby. This is my firstborn child. This is back in 2013. So during that time, guys, dati ang pinipicturean ko talaga portraits. Okay, portraits yung pinipicturean ko. Pero sabi ko, magre-rent ba ako ng professional photographer or ako na lang yung gagawa? So sabi ko, marunong naman akong mag-picture ng portraits, marunong akong mag-setup ng studio lights ko. So what I did for my daughter is I hired a stylist. And I hired a stylist, and then we took these photos. So to give you an idea, guys, inabot ako ng 8 hours for this shoot. So mula umaga hanggang hapon, I really had no clue. Wala akong idea kung anong ginagawa ko. Tapos, yan, nakakuha ako siguro mga 2-3 magandang pictures. Okay? At the end of the day, I had 2 to 3 pictures. Tapos, yun na yun. Sabi ko, shit, sanang nag-hire na lang ako ng photographer. So, mula nung time na to, sabi ko, hindi na ako mag-picture ng newborn ulit. Sobrang hirap. Kasi, iyak siya ng iyak, konting lapag, iiyak siya. Hindi ko magawa yung mga poses na nakikita ko dun sa internet at that time. So, sabi ko, shit, hindi na ako gagawa ng newborn. Ayoko na to. Okay? So, during my residency, sabi ko nun, so hindi na ako gagawa ng newborn portraits. May mga colleagues ako, mga workmates na gusto nilang papicturean yung mga babies nila. Kasi sabi nila, Doc, pipicture ka naman pala, may camera ka, picturean mo na lang yung baby ko, newborn. Sabi ko, naku, hindi ako marunong dyan. Pero wala, kinukulit nila ako ng kinukulit. Okay? So, what I did is ganito, sabi ko, sige, ex-deal tayo. Sabi ko, pipicturean ko yung baby mo, pero no guarantee sa output. Hindi kita sisingilin, okay? Pero yung props, iiwan nyo na sa akin. Tapos ako yung mamimili ng props. So, that's how it started, okay? Nobody's born an expert. So, yung pictures ko, guys, nung start, this is, again, my daughter. So, okay siya. Hindi siya pangit. Maayos naman. Medyo malinis naman. Pero it's nowhere near the images that I'm producing now. Okay? And that is what I want na i-share sa inyo. Okay? So, because it's doable. I've been there from total newbie na hindi ko alam yung ginagawa ko to ngayon na hindi pa rin naman sobrang expert, pero I think I've grown a lot. Okay? And that's what I want to share. Okay? So, yan. So, again, one of the few images nung nagsisimula pa lang ako. So, again, mga kaibigan na ex-deal, puro ex-deal lang yan. Wala akong sinisingil nun. Then, nag-start ako 2017. Sabi ko, seryosohin ko kaya to? Sige na nga. So, mag-start tayo. Sabi ko, sige, seryosohin ko to. So, unti-unti lang. So, learning, self-study. Okay? So, why did I choose newborn photography? My original passion was weddings and events. Kaya lang, as you all know, I'm also a full-time doctor. Okay? I'm a part-time photographer. I'm a full-time doctor. Hindi kaya ng schedule ko. The good thing with newborn photography is medyo mas predictable yung schedule. Okay? So, pwede ko siyang i-schedule pag may emergency cases ako, pwede ko siyang igalaw. So, sa inyo rin, pag meron kayong full-time work, this field, okay. Pwede siyang gawin on the side. Pwede mo siyang i-schedule sa gabi, on the weekends, walang problema. Okay? Bonus na lang na pediatrician ako. Do you have to be a doctor to do this? Guys, honestly, it's a plus. Siyempre, sa mga parents, medyo plus yun. Pero believe me, if you know what you're doing, if you have credentials, if your output is good, then even if you're not a doctor, even if you're not in the medical field, you'll be able to do this. Okay? Sabi, may time ng rap lang. Okay, later. Dadaanan. Okay? So, for you, why am I opening? Okay? It's in its infancy in the Philippines. Ang wedding photography, ang portraits photography dito sa Philippines, kaliwat kanan. Sobrang daming magaling. Okay? And actually, ang galing na Filipino photographers. Okay? The good thing born is relatively in its infancy. So, area. Tignan nyo sa area nyo, sa lugar nyo, namang wala pang 5 yan. Okay? Man pa ganun kadami. That is a good thing. Ngayon, nagiging open na yung mga parents sa idea na papicturean yung mga babies kasi nakikita nila yung mga output ng mga newborn photographer. Unlike before na parang pag sinabi mong newborn photography, parang pang-elite lang yun eh. Parang, ito lang yan, pinakamayayaman lang yung makaka-afford niyan. Okay? Okay, nag-choppy daw ulit. Sorry guys. Medyo may lag yung internet natin. Ayan, okay na ba? Okay na? Is it okay again? Okay na. All right. And that's the good thing about newborn photography. It's relatively new. So, medyo mas konti ang kompetensya nyo when you're starting out and mas marami kayong market. Okay? So, the reason why hindi masyadong nagbo-boom before yung newborn photography is I think it's the lack of resources. Marami gusto kasi totoo photography special skills that you need. Okay? So, you need a special set of skills. All right. Yan. You need a special set of skills. May audio na ba? Sabi ni Sir Van, no audio. And meron na. Okay. So, you maayos. So, it's my goal for this academy. So, hopefully, maging mas available para sa inyo yung information, yung guides, para kaya nyo siyang gawin. So, yeah. So, I'm sharing it, okay? Because I believe that when you learn more. So, I learn a lot from the people I'm passionate with, okay? I'm not afraid of competition, and I believe. So, like in my area, there are 3 newborn photographers here. Kokonti lang kami. Nag-refer pa kami ng mga clients. Kasi, yun nga, iilan-ilan lang kami. Sorry for that. Wait lang, mic test. Mic test. Okay. Sobrang choppy ba, guys? Sobrang choppy ba ng audio? Natin na. Alright. Pabawas tayo. Yan. I am so sorry for this. Medyo lagi yung Ngayon. Wait lang. Yan. Okay? Yan, kamusta? Mic test? Mic test? Okay naman? Hello? Hello? Yes. All right, better. Yan, nagpatay ako ng video. Yan. Okay. So I believe with proper guidance and direction, you can learn newborn photography safely and efficiently. Yan yung pinaka-importante, guys. Safety is very important. Remember, we are handling babies, okay? It takes para ipagkatiwala sa inyo, okay? It takes a lot para ipagkatiwala sa inyo yung baby. So, kailangan ingatan nyo sila mabuti. Okay. So here are one of my recent works now. So this is last year. This is my second born baby boy. Okay. So as you can see, compared dun sa mga naunang pictures na pinakita ko sa inyo, yung mga pictures ngayon mas malinis, mas maayos, mas naka-focus kay baby yung mga pictures. Okay. So these are one of the more popular poses na ginagawa ng mga photographers na newborn. This is what you call your froggy pose. So I don't recommend that you do this, guys, pag nagsisimula kayo. There's a special way of doing this, and safety is very important. Okay? So again, so as you will see, a lot of my images are very simple, very straightforward. Lighting is very simple. I-share ko sa inyo kung how I light majority of my images. Because for most of my images, I want na ang center ng image is the baby. So, gusto ko na pag nakita nung parents yung image, it's more on the baby. Siya yung subject, nasa kanya lahat ng attention. Okay? So, from time to time, I do setups na medyo mas elaborate, lalo na pag nagre-request yung client. So, may mga setups ako na mas maraming, kumbaga, arte. Okay? Pero as you can see, lalo na yung mga sinishare ko dun sa Facebook page sa Fuji Philippines, a lot of it nandun sa mga mas malilinis, mas simple. Okay? So again, this is my second born child. This was shot last year. Okay? So, yan. So, what are the things that you need to know when starting out? Okay? So, you have to have a good foundation in photography. So, what I tell people who are asking me, who are messaging me in private, so, Doc, paano ba mag-start sa newborn photography? Sabi ko sa kanila, you have to have a good foundation. Medyo mag-practice ka muna siguro with portraits, with taking pictures of grown-ups, with people, with understanding lighting, dahil mahirap na mag-start ka sa baby agad. Mafu-frustrate ka eh. Kasi iba yung pag-picture sa baby. Hindi mo sila pwedeng direct kung paano sila mag-post, di ba? So, you have to learn lighting. You have to have a good foundation in photography. Then you can start with newborn photography. You have to know that there's a special time in taking pictures of newborn. Hindi basta-basta na lahat newborn. Sige, pwede kong picturean yan. Okay? Selection of props, okay, very important. Again, we all have our styles. Different newborn photographers will have different styles. So what I will be teaching you is, of course, my style, how I select props, tapos paano ko siyang kino-combine, okay? And yung tanong ni Sir Ronaldo, so how do you pose, how do you wrap the baby? So what I will show you is a video of how we do it for the mini session. Kasi ito yung pinakamadali. Tapos tuturuan ko kayo ng tips sa kung paano gagawin to na mas madali. Okay? I'll give you a little bit of an introduction on how we post-process, or I'll give you an idea on how we post-process newborn photos kasi medyo intensive siya sa post-processing. So, but before we start, okay, before we discuss everything, yung lighting, yung post-processing, everything, before we discuss that, I want you to remember, if you're going to try newborn photography, there are two very important rules, okay? Number one, safety is a priority, okay? So that is very important. You're taking care, you're taking photos of newborns. So kung minsan nga yung magulang takot hawakan yung bata eh. So when you're handling the babies, you have to make sure na marunong kayong humawak ng baby. So kung first time yung hahawak ng baby, please don't do it with the client. It's better to do it with a friend, yung baby mo, pamangkin mo, ganyan. Magpaalam kayo. Pero kung kunwari client agad yan, I don't think that's a good idea. So again, safety is a priority. Never force something na hindi kaya ng baby. So we will discuss that more later. And number two, do not forget rule number one. Okay? Sometimes, gusto mong pilitin yung output na gusto mong kunin pero hindi kaya ng baby. Please, please, do not force the baby. So again, safety is our priority. Basically, we only have one rule. Okay? So sinabi ko, safety is a priority. So here are the safety tips, lalo na ngayong panahon ng pandemic. Okay? So face mask is minimum. Okay? So it's better if you go into the patient, pumasok yung pagiging doktor ko eh. It's better if you go into your client, into the baby, na prepared kayo, naka-face mask kayo at the least. Okay? At ang common na tinatanong sa akin, Dok, kailangan ba naka-full gear ako? Naka-bunny suit, naka-gloves, okay? From a medical standpoint, guys, hindi siya kailangan, okay? I'm a full-time doctor. I've never worn a bunny suit, okay, since the pandemic, okay? We only wear this for suspected patients, okay? So I'm sure na yung pipicturean nyo, dapat healthy. So at the very least, it's a face mask and hand hygiene. You wash your hands, okay? It's better to wash your hands regularly and alcohol rather than naka-gloves kayo tapos nangungulangot kayo or kung ano-ano ginagawa nyo tapos hawakan nyo yung baby. No. So it's better to wash your hands and bring your alcohol, okay? What if the client requests na naka-PPE kayo? If the client requests and then pwede nyo naman silang pagbigyan, okay? Do not force the newborn into a pose. So, may mga pose katulad nung froggy pose na pinakita ko sa inyo kanina. You can never do that to a baby who is around 2 months, 3 months. Masyadong matigas na yung muscle tone nila. Hindi kaya yon. Yung mga pose na ganun, in general, as a rule, kaya lang yan ng mga baby na mas maliliit. So, I think around mga 1 week, so mga 10 to 14 days, pwede nilang gawin yan. Pero beyond that, mahirap nang gawin. Malamang hindi na kaya yan. Okay? Again, there are some exceptions. May mga ibang babies na mas matatanda na, kaya pa rin nila. May mga bata na 5 days old, 7 days old, the newborn, post na hindi siya comfortable. Okay? Do not squeeze the newborn pag nagra-wrap kayo. So, minsan binabantayan ko yung mga tinuturuan kong mag-wrap. So, minsan nakikita ko, yes, the wrap should be firm, pero it should not be too tight na marirestrict yung paghinga ni baby. Okay? So, very important yun. Paano mo malalaman if it's too tight? Kung minsan makikita nyo guys, namumula na yung mukha nila, or kung minsan nakikita nyo na yung paghinga nila, hindi masyadong, kumbaga parang nare-restrict yung paghinga nila, ibig sabihin nun pag ganon, it's too tight. Okay? One technique that I use when wrapping is I try to put on 2 to 3 fingers in between dun sa loob ng wrap, dun sa dibdib ni baby. So, dapat medyo ganun siya kaluwag. Pero at the same time, it has to be firm. Okay? Support is very important. So, you can see, itong picture na to, para siyang nakatayo, no? Pero actually, hindi kaya ni baby yan eh. Pag pinilit nyo si baby na nakaganyan, babagsak yung ulo niyan kasi walang support. So, how do we do these kinds of pose? Meron to guys, unan sa likod, tapos actually medyo nakahigayan si baby. Nagmukha lang siyang nakatayo kasi yung backdrop, hinahawakan ng assistant ko, saka yung angle ng pagkuha, para mukha siyang nakatayo. Okay? So again, this is very important. And for those who don't have any medical background, ayan, basta naman si Zoom, sabi niya, my internet is unstable. Kamusta yung audio guys? Okay naman? Mic test? Okay ba audio natin? Okay, yan. So, when you're handling babies, make sure na at least well baby siya. So, pwede nyo tanungin yung client, Mami, wala po bang sakit tong bata? Wala po ba siyang sakit sa puso? Nakauwi po ba kayo agad? Full term ba? Sakto ba siya sa buwan? Okay? So, yun lang. Kahit yung dalawang yun lang. Sakto po ba to sa buwan? Hindi po ba to premature? Kasi medyo mas mahirap maghawak ng mga premature. And wala po ba siyang sakit? Okay? Para at least medyo safe kayo. Kasi ayaw natin na magkakaroon kayo ng problema in between. Okay? During the shoot, magkakaproblema kayo. Mahirap yon. Okay? So, know your basic. So, sabi ko kanina, you have to have a good photography. Lighting. So, for this session, I'll teach you of everything. Okay? To do. So, lighting is very important. Okay? I'll teach you my favorite composition techniques. Okay? Kung para yung baby ang nagiging sentro ng image. Okay? Okay? My most important tip for you. Kapag nagsisimula, focus on the baby kasi siya naman talaga yung subject eh. Okay? I see a lot of photographers na sobrang lalaki nung props. Okay? So, it tends to get the attention away. Okay? It tends to get the attention away from the baby. So, keep it simple. Okay? The baby is the center of your attention. Okay? So, look at this image. Okay? Very simple. Okay? It's a fur background. A lot of my images, guys, fur yung ginagamit kong background because I really love the texture. I really love the color. Tapos, one light setup lang yan. Isang ilaw, twin babies, nasa fur sila, ang daming possibilities. And it's very simple. It's very straightforward. Okay? So, again, thank you for our sponsor, the Fur Factory. Guys, I get a lot of my furs, okay, my backdrop that I use from the Fur Factory. Do check them out. They're on Instagram and in Facebook. Okay? So, again, setup nito, very simple. Fur background, support lang yan. May konting kutsyon sa ilalim yan. This is usually beanbag. Usually beanbag yung pinapatungan ng mga baby. Tapos one light. One light coming from the camera left. Okay? And then another reflector. Reflector lang yan on the other side. Okay? Sabi ni Sir Joram, paano nyo po hinahandle yung mga umiiyak na baby? Okay. The reason why I want to teach you yung mini session, okay, for beginners, kasi guys, ang mga baby, mas comfortable sila, mas nakakatulog sila ng diretso kapag nakaakap sila. Pansinin niyo yung mga mothers, pag akap nila yung baby, tapos pag nilapag, umiiyak sila, di ba? So, kapag naka-wrap yung babies, feeling nung bata ay very secure siya, so mas hindi sila umiiyak. Kahit ilapag mo sila, kung naka-wrap sila ng maayos, parang may nakaakap pa rin sa kanila. Okay? And here's a secret that I will tell you. Kapag may nakikita kayong mga pictures ng baby na naka-wrap, dalawa lang yon, either gusto talaga nung mother na naka-wrap or nahihirapan kunan, kaya ni-wrap para mas madali sila makatulog. Okay? Pag nakahubad si baby, medyo mas mahirap yan. Usually, dapat talagang malalim yung tulog nila. Dapat yan yung mga medyo mabait na baby. Okay? Studio or at home, you can do both. I rarely do home service kasi medyo nahahassle ako sa schedule ko, pero you can do both. Okay? Most of my sessions right now, we do that in studio. Okay? So, what lights do I use? Sabi ko sa inyo, most of the time, I use a single light source. Okay? It can be from 2 to 3 lights, max pero most of the time, isa lang yan. Isa plus reflector. I love soft lighting for babies. Okay? Gusto ko yung soft light. And that's the big modifiers. So, this softbox is around 90 by 120, if I'm not mistaken. Tapos, I have a very big umbrella. Nasa 180 centimeter yon. Okay? From time to time, I use natural lighting. Okay? Pero recently, nung na-discover ko tong video lights, okay, na-discover ko yung video lights from Godox. Before, I use Photics na strobes. Nung na-discover ko yung video lights, mas natuwa ako. Bakit? Mas mahina yung bugo ng ilaw, so I'm able to shoot wide open. I'm able to have background separation. Okay? And medyo mas hindi siya nakakagising kay baby compared dun sa pumuputok na ilaw. Pero I've done a lot of shoots with strobes and there's no problem with it. You can use whatever you have. If you have a big window, you can use natural light. If you have strobes or flash, just get a big diffuser to soften the light a bit. Okay lang yon. So currently, ito yung gamit ko, video lights. Okay? So, alternative for a beanbag if ever you do home service. Guys, any kutsyon. Any kutsyon na malaki na pwede mong ihiga si baby kasi may fur naman on top yun, okay lang yun. Okay? We have another question. Anong mas magandang gamitin? Beanbag or dog bed? Ang maganda sa beanbag, pwede mong i-manipulate yung lalim niya saka yung shape niya. Saka medyo malaki siya. Dog bed, if I'm not mistaken, parang iisa lang yung shape nun. Hindi siya ganun kadaling i-manipulate. Okay? How do you keep and maintain the fur clean before and after? Guys, either dry clean or, dati nagpapadry clean akong vacuum cleaner. So, bina-vacuum ko siya and So, okay. Very soft lighting. One light from the camera left. Okay. For guys, that's how I light siguro 80%, okay, 80% of my subject. Okay? So, 45 degrees coming in from here. Okay? Tapos, meron akong reflector to fill a little bit of the shadow on the opposite side. And are you familiar with this lighting technique? Okay? This is what you call this is your Rembrandt lighting. Okay? And look it up. You look it up in the internet. This is how you do your Rembrandt. And I really love how this looks like. Very classic, very clean. Okay? So, again, ito lang yung ilaw niyan, guys. Pero pag kuminsan, masyado pa siyang, or meron akong make the light much more soft. Okay? Temperature recommendation, guys. So, sabi niya, is there a room temperature recommendation? Around 25 to 28 degrees. That's the recommended temperature. Pero basically, nagme-measure pa ba ako ng thermometer? Guys, basta wag sobrang lamig. Okay? Kapag naka-t-shirt ka, tapos hindi mo nararamdaman yung init, ibig sabihin medyo malamig yon. Again, depende. Kung nakarap yung baby, katulad nito, nakarap si baby ng 2 or 3 layers, then I can increase the temperature of the air conditioning system a bit. Pero kung yung baby ay nakahubad, of course, kailangan patayin mo yung aircon. Okay? So, as a rule, kung ano yung comfortable sa'yo, around 1 or 2 step warmer para kay baby. Okay? Do I use ring lighting for my light source? Hindi ko masyadong trip yung bagsak ng ilaw ng ring light. You can try, pero hindi ko siya masyadong trip. Okay? So, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, guys. This one is 45 degrees. This one, earlier days in photography, pero experience mas maganda yung sa ilaw if it's degrees to the subject. Mas maganda yung gradation ng shadows, maganda yung bagsak ng shadows as when I do it 90. So, you can ang mali. Okay? So, again, katulad dito, one side and you get soft lighting with good. So, kung napapansin nyo guys, I love shadows. Okay? It gives depth to the images. So, a lot of photographers right now, medyo in a style is yung bright, very minimal shadows. That's okay. It will look nice. Pero, for my images, I like depth. So, mas maganda yung grading, maganda yung pagiging 3D ng image kapag clear yung shadow details nyo. Okay? So, yan. Composition. As you can see, a lot of my work, very simple yung composition. It's the baby in the middle of the frame. And that's it. Dead center. Diba? Pansinin nyo, pag nakikita nyo yung work ko, pag sinusubaybayan nyo. And if you attend photography classes, ang sasabihin sa inyo, diba, that is not the best way to compose your images. Diba? May mga rule of thirds tayo. Okay? Meron tayong 1/3, 2/3 in composition. But again, it depends on your objective. Ang sabi ko, most of the time, the baby is in the dead center. Use techniques para mas makita mata ng viewer nyo, dun siya. How do I punta dito sa subject? You can use ratio. So, pwedeng yung baby yung pinakamalapit sa camera. Okay? Or, pwede rin na you can use symmetry and your composition technique na sinasabing frame within a frame. So, tama si Sir Ronald. Sabi niya, frame within a frame, di ba? So, look at this image. This is your first frame, yung flowers na nakabilog. Okay? And then, you have this second frame of the basket. And that's the third. And then look at this. These are concentric circles. Okay? And that's a very strong compositional technique. The time mo, dun pupunta sa gitna ng circle na yan. And that's the reason why yung image na to, chances are, your eyes will stick to the baby. Okay? Sabi ni Paulo, do you use a pages like this before nagamit ako ng ladder? Guys, meron tayong flip screen from my film cam na nagla-flip screen lang yan. Okay na ako. So, yan. So, the image is in the dead center. So, the baby, pag tinignan nyo to, okay, so tignan yung background. I'm not sure kung nakikita yung monitor, pero the ground ay pieces very as line. Those are your use para i-direct yung viewer mo papunta sa subject. So again, 45 degrees, di ba? 45 degrees, one light setup, very soft light. If I'm not mistaken, ito yung naka-softbox na ako, tapos nilagyan ko pa ito ng kortina na manipis sa tapat. Okay? Aside from composition and lighting, sabi ko sa inyo, for me, colors is very important. So, one way to study colors would be to know your color wheels and how to utilize them. Okay? So, as a very basic introduction, guys, ito yung color wheel. Kapag yung color na magkatapat na ganyan, those are what you call your complementary colors. Okay? So, for example, red and green, they are complementary colors. What does it mean? Pag sinama mo isang image si red saka si green, magpa-pop out si red. Okay? A red subject on a green background will pop out because they are complementary colors. Okay? So, red is a color that advances. Lumilitaw yan. Green is a color that recedes. Pag pinagsama mo yung dalawang yan, okay, mag-a-advance yung red mo. As compared, pag kunwari yung background mo, red-orange, magbe-blend lang yan. Okay? So these are your complementary colors. These are your analogous colors. Analogous colors are colors na magkakatabi. So they are colors that blend well. And in my images, you will see that I use a lot of analogous colors. Kasi sa mga babies, mas gusto natin yung malambot yung ilaw, mas gusto natin na nagble-blend at harmonious yung kulay versus yung nagsusumigaw na kulay. Okay? Pero, dapat mag-stand out pa rin yung subject. Okay? So, I get my headbands from Caviar Girls. Very good headbands, guys, and headpieces. And for our participants, we will have a raffle. Okay? Nagpadala si Caviar Girls ng 5 headpieces. Okay? For giveaway. So, mag-raffle tayo mamaya. Okay? So, let's dissect this image a little bit, guys. Tingnan nyo to. So, sabi ko sa inyo, analogous colors, di ba? So, look at the color. My wrap is peach. It's somewhere here. Okay? My headband is orange. Tapos, meron akong yellow na flower dun sa headband. Okay? So, kung titignan nyo, guys, kaya blended yung color na yan because in the color wheel, those are analogous colors. Okay? And take a look at my background. My background is green. Okay? I have a green plant here and some green leaves here. Okay? So, with those color combination, my subject pops out pero at the same time, hindi siya sobrang lakas dahil yung sa wrap niya, yung sa fur niya, saka yung headband niya, they are analogous color. They blend. Okay? They blend, the colors blend, pero meron kang separation from your green. So, pag tinignan nyo, mas mukha pa rin siyang 3D, mas mukha pa rin siyang nagpa-pop out. Okay? Doc, can you share your camera and color settings? Guys, would you believe that most of the time naka-P mode ako when I shoot? Okay? Naka-auto yung settings ko dahil naka-video lights na ako ngayon, di ba? Dati, nung naka-strobes ako, naka-manual ako. Wala akong ibang choice. Okay? Pero ngayon, dahil naka-video lights ako, it's either P or A mode. Yun lang ginagamit ko. 90% of the time, it's P or A mode. Okay? What software do I use for editing? It's Photoshop. Lightroom and Photoshop. Okay? Pero majority, nasa Photoshop. Okay. So, okay. Medyo mabigat, no? Yung first 30 minutes, first 40 minutes natin. Dami ko nang shinare agad sa inyo. Okay? So, let's have a quick break for your questions and let's have a raffle time. Okay. So, I will be going through the Google Sheet and let's see. Guys, pag nandito kayo, pag napili kayo, please please type in the comment box kasi kailangan makita ng sponsors natin. I will be getting your names. Okay? Wait lang. Okay. While we're doing the raffle, do you have any questions? Image format. I am a RAW shooter. I shoot RAW for my clients, pero for all the rest, for leisure, for family, I shoot JPEG. So I use Fujifilm. Fuji's JPEG files are so good. Pero for editing, for client work, I need the flexibility of RAW. So I shoot RAW for client work. Okay. So our first winner, who will win a set of headpieces from Caviar Girls, will be our earliest participant to join. Ang pangalan niya dito sa listahan ko ay Mendel. Nandiyan ba si Mendel? Are you there? Present? Present ba? Yay! Sabi ni Mendel. Okay, so Mendel, you won a set of Caviar Girls headband. Okay? So, yan. Ang next na i-raffle natin would be, okay, Caviar Girls. Wait lang, ilista natin na. Caviar Girls. Okay? Yung mga winners, guys, paki-PM nyo ako para mailista ko rin yung pangalan nyo. Okay? Gizmo Plus, we have 3 t-shirts. Okay. Guys, literal, ira-raffle ko lang to. Ini-mini, mini mo. Okay. So, raffle time tayo. Is Cherise Yao here? Cherise Yao. Okay. Cherise Yao. Nandiyan ba si Cherise? Cherise Yao. Wala pa si Cherise. Going once. Going twice. Going thrice. Okay, guys. Wala si Cherise. Hindi siya umabot sa raffle. Okay. Raffle natin sa iba. Okay, we have 3 t-shirts from Gizmo Plus. Okay, Mark Kenneth Guliman. Nandiyan ba si Mark Kenneth Guliman? Mark Kenneth Guliman, are you there? Present? Wala rin? Wala rin si Mark? Mark Kenneth Guliman. Si Cherise. Yay! Sabi niya, nasa Facebook ko. Okay. Guys, sige. Cherise. Nandito si Cherise. Yeah. Okay. Yan. Yan. Cherise, sorry. Okay. Si Cherise. Okay. Okay. Si Mark Kenneth. Wala? Wala si Mark? Wala si Mark Kenneth. Okay. Next. Okay. Si Sir Van Pascual. Ayun. Sir, nabunot yung pangalan mo. Okay. Van Pascual. Okay. You want a t-shirt from Gizmo Plus. Okay. So, yan. Van Pascual. And, okay. Next, another headpiece from Caviar Girls. Okay, Caviar Girls. Okay. We have Jeanette Librero. Okay, Jeanette Librero. Nandito si ma'am, nagka-question siya kanina eh. Okay. So ma'am, you won a headpiece from Caviar Girls. I'll get the details later after the seminar. And for our last raffle, may isa pa tayong raffle na mas bongga sa dulo, guys. Okay. For our last raffle, last t-shirt, okay. Janina Castro, are you there? Janina Castro? Nandyan po ba si Janina Castro? Janina Castro, are you there? Natin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Wala si Janina, sayang. Okay. So, pili tayo na isa pa. Okay. Our next winner is next natin. Nika Servino. Are you there? Nika Servino. Okay. Nika Servino, you won a shirt from Gizmo Plus. Okay. All right. Okay. So, let's answer some questions, guys. Ilan po ang average per session? Okay. Guys, nung nagsisimula ako, ang average ko is 3 to 4 hours. Kung minsan mangiyak-ngiyak na ako, yung 3 to 4 hours na yun, wala pa ako nakukuhang magandang picture. Okay? Pero as you go along, habang gumagaling ka, habang nakukuha mo yung techniques, my usual session now is around 1.5 to 2 hours. And the mini session that I will teach you in the second half of this program, I can do that now in 30 minutes. So in 30 minutes, tapos ako. Okay? Sabi ni Sir Ronaldo Pascua, what is the best? Ay, hindi. Si Cristel pala, sabi niya, ano daw yung best cam? Mamaya, sasagutin natin yung tanong na yan. What is the best camera? Okay? So, sasagutin natin yung tanong na yan mamaya. Janina Castro ay nasa Facebook pala. Sige, Ma'am Janina. Okay? Yan. Janina Castro. So, kasama ka. Nabunot ka. Alright. So, meron pa tayong isang shirt from Gizmo Plus and we have 3 more headbands from Caviar Girls. Okay? Alright. So, let's continue, guys. May mga tanong pa. Diaper or without diaper? If the baby is wrapped, pwede namang naka-diaper, guys. Huwag nyo nang pahirapan yung sarili nyo kasi pag dumumi yan, maglilinis kayo ulit. Okay? Pero if pipicturean nyo yung baby na nakahubad, mas maganda kung wala yung diaper or either i-edit nyo siya sa post-processing. Pero mas mahirap kasi yon, okay? So, it's better kung walang diaper. Pero pag nakarap naman yung baby, okay lang. Okay? Lens, anong focal length? I'm using a crop camera. Okay, a crop camera. My favorite is 23mm focal length on your APS-C camera. Pero guys, depende sa style nyo yan eh. Okay? So, 16 to 55 meron din ako. Pero most of the time, I go to my 23mm prime. Okay? Sa photography business ba, meron kayong business permit? Yes, dapat meron. Ideally. Okay? Ideally. Okay? Pero hindi ako ang best na sasagot diyan. Please consult your accountant. Okay? So, let's continue. Okay. So, favorite question ng mga tao to. What is the best time to shoot a newborn? Okay? What is the best time to shoot a newborn? So, the best time would be first 2 weeks of life, up to 14 days. So, ako, personally, ang gusto ko is around mga 7 to 14 days. Okay? So, for example, like this photo, okay, hindi yan kayang kunin kung masyadong matanda na yung baby. Bakit? Habang tumatanda yung baby, guys, yung muscle tone nila mas tumitigas. Okay? Tumitigas yung muscle tone nila. Mas mahirap gumalaw, mas mahirap i-pose ng ganito. So, hindi mo kayang i-pose yung baby na nakaganyan yung paa niya paharap kung matigas na yung muscle tone. This one is, I think, 7 days old. Okay? So, for me, the perfect timing would be around 7 to 14 or around 10 to 14 days. Okay? Bakit? Pag masyadong maaga, guys, ang problema natin dyan usually, mukha pa silang dehydrated, mukha pa silang tuyot. Okay? Normal yon, normal sa baby yon. Okay? So, medyo marami pang rashes yung mukha nila, medyo may butlig-butlig pa yan, normal yon. Okay? So, medyo mahirap. Okay? Pag masyado ka naman ng late, okay, mas mahirap ng patulugin, mas tumatagal na yung session. Tapos, pag masyado ng late, mas matigas na rin yung mga kamay nila. Pag nirap nyo yan, lumalaban na yan, sumisipa yan, mas mahirap. But please remember that not all babies are the same. I've had sessions with 7 days old baby na pinahirapan ako. I have sessions na mga 3 weeks old na sila pero ang dali-dali pa rin picturean. So, yun yung exciting eh. You'll never know what you'll get. Okay? It's like a box of chocolates. Okay? Hindi siya katulad ng adult na, okay, sige, turuan mo mag-pose. Ito, sa babies, actually, si baby yung masusunod. Siya yung boss. Pero dapat alam mo kung paano siyang laruin. Okay? So, dati, okay, may rule ako sa sarili ko dati na pag more than 1 or 2 months na, hindi ko natatanggapin yan. Kasi dati, hirap na hirap ako eh. Pag more than 1 month old na yan, matigas na yung katawan, hindi mo na siya mapa-pose. Lalo na yung 3 to 5 months, ito medyo dead zone na to for me. Bakit? Matigas na yung muscle pero wala silang nagagawa. Hindi sila nakakaupo, hindi sila ngumingiti masyado, nakatulala lang sila. Okay? After that, ito na yung mga next best time. Kasi pagdating ng 6 months papuntang 1 year old, marami na silang nagagawa. Pwede mo nang paupuin, pwede ka nang mag-cake smash, pwede nang tumayo yan. Okay? Ako personally, guys, I limit myself to here. Mga 1 to 2 months. Sagad na sa akin yung 2 months. Okay? Beyond 2 to 3 months, kung hindi ko na kaibigan na yan or hindi ko nakakilala, I politely decline. Kasi the output is not as good, tapos medyo mas mahirap siyang gawin. Okay? Again, sabi ko sa inyo kanina, these are rules and there are always exceptions. Okay? Dok, pag more than 2 weeks ba, hindi ko na pwedeng picturean? This year, guys, because of the pandemic, ang dami kong shoot na na-delay. So, ang dami kong shoot na medyo 1 or 2 months old na sila. So, I had to say yes. Pinagbigyan ko pa rin yung mga parents and I'm really enjoying it. Okay? Nung last na tinuro ko tong seminar na to, sabi ko, hindi talaga pag more than 1 month old. Itong mga babies na nandito, guys, I think 1 to 2 months old sila. And what's the advantage? Okay? The advantage is, mas ngumingiti sila, mas dumidilat sila, tapos yung balat nila mas madaling i-edit. Mas smooth na yung balat nila. So, lately, I've been enjoying shooting mga older babies, okay? Pero again, kung mapapansin nyo, halos lahat sila nakarap. Kasi pag hindi mo nirap yan, Wala, sisipa-sipa yan all over the place. Magwawala-wala lang yung mga yan. Okay? Paano pag may pusod? Guys, pag may pusod, takpan nyo ng wrap, mababalot nyo naman yan, or i-edit nyo sa Photoshop. Okay? Paano sila pangitiin? Wala, tsambahan lang yan. Dapat magaling kang tsumamba. Okay? Guys, from time to time, ngingiti ang mga yan. Reflex ng baby yan eh. Minsan tulog yan, tapos biglang ngingiti. So, 2 key ingredients to get pictures like this. Number 1, swerte. Pangalawa, dapat mabilis yung autofocus ng camera nyo. Okay? Again, I'm using Fujifilm. Biglang, no? Biglang plug ng product ng sponsors natin. Siyempre, okay? So, next na tinatanong sa akin is, anong mga props? Okay? Anong mga props na ginagamit? Saan ka kumukuha? In other countries, guys, na medyo established na ang newborn photography, they have specialized prop stores. Nakakatuwa. Sobrang dami. Sobrang dami nilang prop stores sa abroad na kumpleto lahat ng kailangan nyo. The problem is, pag doon ka umorder, talong-talo ka sa shipping. So here in the Philippines, tayo mga Pilipino, medyo mas nag-i-improvise tayo. Saan ko kinukuha yung mga props ko? Guys, kung saan-saan. Marami ako nakukuha sa mga malls, sa Landmark, katulad ng mga kutsyon, beanbag, doon ako nakabili. Yung mga, pa ba? Nagamit, person, hindi hirap. Divisoria, guys, sobrang dami ko nabili dyan. Pinangarap ko. Okay, meron yan online, meron abroad, meron din yan sa Lazada. Pero mas mura pag pumunta kayo sa isang fabric store. Okay? Fabric store. Tapos anong fabric to? Ito yung parang spandex. Okay? Dati, guys, nung nagsisimula ako, ang ginagamit kong wrap ay mga scarf. Yung mga scarf ng nanay at misis ko. Medyo mas mahirap sila pag nag-start out ka kasi hindi sila nag-expand. Okay? Pero etong mga expandex, yung mga expandable na tela, it's very good to use for wrapping. Okay? Kung hindi pa kayo marunong mag-wrap, alam nyo bang may nabibiling Velcro na pang swaddle? Meron yun sa Landmark. Okay? May pang swaddle ng baby na de-Velcro. So para sa mga hindi pa marunong mag-wrap, pwede yon. Okay? Very good question. Anong essential props for those starting? Guys, kung yung sisimula kayo, okay, fur, from the fur factory, syempre, okay, fur, wrap, any tela that's just a piece of cloth, pahabang piece of cloth, okay, na medyo nag-expand yung tela niya, and headband pag babae. Care of Caviar Girls. Okay? Hindi dahil sponsor ko sila, guys. Dahil yan talaga yung ginamit ko na nagsisimula ako up to now. Okay? So, yan yung mga essential props na ginagamit ko. Kasi sa mini session, halos yun lang din yung gagamitin nyo. Okay? Make sure to keep your props clean. Okay? Hindi po ba sila mag-a-allergy? A lot of the props I use, guys, are synthetic. Okay? So, yung mga bulaklak, hindi yan fresh. Yung mga fur, synthetic yan. So, there's a very small chance of allergy for this one. So, again, pwede nyo rin tanungin yung parents kung may history ba sila ng strong history of allergy para wala kayong problema. Okay? Ano po aperture nyo usually when you shoot? I usually shoot wide open. So, pag yung 16 to 55, nasa 2.8 ako. Pag yung prime lens, nasa 1.6, 1.4. Okay? And DIY. Okay? Pwede ka rin mag-DIY ng mga beds, yung mga kahoy. Okay? Si Sir Ian Shonko ay nandito ngayon with us, one of my Fujifilm friend photographer who's also a newborn photographer. Lately, natutuwa ako dun sa mga dun sa mga props na ginagawa niya. Galing eh. So, sobrang creative. Okay? What's the ideal length of the wraps? Ma'am Leo, yung wrap natin, basically the longer the better para pwede mo siyang ipaikot. Pero on the average, it's around 1 to 1.5 meters. Dapat mga ganun. 1.5 to 2, mga ganun. Lalo na pag nagsisimula ka na hindi ka pa ganun kagamay mag-wrap. So, mga 1.5 to 2 meters. Kasi pag sobra yung wrap mo, alam niyo kung saan niyo lalagay niyan? Lalagay niyo lang sa likod ng bata yan, sa may puwet lang niya. So yung sobrang wrap, isusuksok niyo lang sa ilalim yan. Okay? So better na mahaba yung wrap mo kaysa yung mabibitin ka. Okay? When you do choose your props, guys, okay, make sure na it's not too big, it's not too small. Okay? Depending on the size of your baby, please make sure na walang matatalim na edges. Okay? Walang matatalim na edges. Nakakatakot kasi anytime pwedeng gumalaw yung bata eh. Okay? I have an assistant, I have a spotter. Okay? Pag nag-shoot ako, laging may assistant yan. Para pag gumalaw, sasaluhin niya yung galaw ng bata. Okay? Pero be safe. Huwag kayong gagamit ng mga props na may mga edges na nakausli. If may nakausling edges, make sure na tinatakpan niyo yun ng kumot in sa ilalim. Okay? So, fake and headpiece, girls, cap. This is my personal taste. Okay? Remember that the emphasis should be on the baby. Okay? So, pag natural light po, sir, ano usually ISO nyo? With my camera right now, I shoot at around anywhere from 200 to minsan 2,000 pa eh. Pero usually hanggang mga 1,000 or 1,200, ganun. Malinis pa rin yun sa Fujifilm sensor. So, that's usually where I play around. I use video lights. So, most of the time, naka 2.8 ako. Shutter speed ko 1/60. Tapos, ang ISO ko pag 2.8, 1/60 na shutter, siguro mga nasa 800 to 1,000 yan. Okay. So, here's an idea of what my workspace looked like before. Ngayon, medyo in-arrange ko na siya, guys. Bumili ako ng mga cabinets para hindi nakakahiya sa client. So, ganyan. So, I have fur. Okay. I prefer to store them in boxes rather than cabinets kasi ito sealed para hindi siya naaalikabukan, para hindi siya dumudumi. Okay. And that's the bean bag. These are my very big soft boxes. Okay. And these are my lights that I use. Okay. So, that's an idea. So, yan. Again, you can be creative. You can play around with props. Pero look at this image and compare it to this one. Okay? So, very important, guys, ang angle. Very important ang composition. So, kung titignan nyo dito sa image na to, yung baby ay mas nagmumukha siyang maliit. Tapos, yung boat parang sobrang laki. Di ba? So, medyo agaw attention siya. Compared to this angle, mas maganda siyang tignan kasi mas may balance na yung center of attention mo nandun pa rin kay baby. Okay? So again, that's how I shoot. Basically, I want the newborn to be the subject of my photographs, to be the center of attention. Okay. So, I've played this before. Nakita nyo na to. Our mini session. I'll play again para may idea kayo on how we do it. Okay. Guys, that's basically the mini session. Let's digest it a little bit. Tingnan natin yung mga gamit na pinapakita na ginamit namin. So again, there's a basket, there's a wrap, okay? This wrap, I just bought this online, okay? Tapos, what I do here, may nagtanong kanina pag umiiyak yung bata, anong ginagawa namin. So, kung titignan nyo to guys, this is the expandable cloth that I told you. So, sa loob, yun yung unang wrap na ginagamit namin para firm, parang nakabalot si baby. para feeling niya may nakaakap sa kanya. Okay? So, that's how we wrap the baby, usually in layers. Tapos, dapat maganda yung support mo dun sa ulo ni baby. Okay? Dapat inaalalayan niyo yan, dahan-dahan yung pag-wrap nyo. And then, that's the end product. Si baby. This na use another wrap na medyo mas may detail para mas maganda. Okay? So, may detail siya para mas may texture siya. So, dalawang wrap yan. May wrap na puti sa loob tapos sa labas. And then, okay, ito yung sabi ko sa inyo. Kapag umiiyak si baby, guys, yan, mahilig sila sa feeling ng may nakaakap sa kanila. Because these babies sa loob ng sinapupunan ni mother, they are very used to a condition na medyo mas masikip, may nakahakap, very firm. Okay? So, that's what we do. We put them in wraps, tapos ihehele mo sila. Pag ayaw nila sa'yo, try nyo ipahele din sa magulang. Okay? And then, okay, we put them in a basket, tapos may fur, tapos sa loob niyan may mga support para merong shape, para may alalay, para yung baby, pag pinicturean nyo, yan, hindi siya nakalubog na nakalubog, para nakaangat pa rin siya. Okay? So, that's the mini session. That's very straightforward. Kaya nyong gawin yan. Okay? Sabi ni Sir Ronaldo, naka-cross legs ba si baby sa loob ng tela and yung arms niya naka-cross din ba? It really depends kung saan kayo comfortable. Okay? Pero as you can see, sir, it will not matter so much. Bakit? Yan. It matters so much, sir, kahit naka-extend yung paa niya, mo naman sa fur eh. So, yung bata, nagmumukha siyang bilog kasi naka-extend palubog yung paa niyan, itago sa fur. So, yan, that's how you do it. Okay? Ang final pictures namin sa client, may minimum promise is 10. Yun yung minimum promise ko, lalo na nagsisimula ako. Pero ngayon na mas marami na akong techniques, mas nakukuha, I deliver you. Okay? How do you deal with panicky and demanding parents? So, that is where your experience and your credentials will come in. Okay? You have explained to them that normal lang na umiiyak and sa process. Kaya yan, pag nag-shoot kami guys, usually kasama yung parents sa shoot dyan eh. You have to involve them. Pag kunwari ayaw nyo, hindi talaga mapatahan, papabuhat nyo sa parents, tutulungan nyo silang maghele, ganyan. Kasi, remember, these are parents. Lalo na pag first-time parents yan. Merong mga parents na konting iyak nung bata, papanik na sila. So you have to assure them na, Mami, this is normal. For a baby, this is normal. Iiyak talaga yan. And then, you have to show them your techniques para mapatahan sila. Okay? May technique po kaya para mag-smile sila. Okay? So, again, sabi ko sa inyo, chamba lang yon. Okay? Guys, pwede nyo subukang kilitiin yung gilid ng lips nila. Some bees, pag kiniliti mo yung gilid ng lips dito sa may cheeks, may reflex siya nangingiti. Okay? So, may reflex siya nangingiti, pero hindi lahat gagawin yan. Okay? Okay. Lang. Saan tayo? Alright. So, again, that's the breakdown of the mini session. So, this is my assistant. Robin is also a photographer. So, nag-start ko siyang turuan last March. Ngayon, kaya na niya magbalot ng baby mag-isa. Okay? In 2 weeks time. Sobrang dali lang yan. Kaya niya. Kailangan lang nung proper technique. Okay? So, again, we usually do it in layers. Basket with fur, wooden flooring, tapos one light setup, tapos reflector. Ayan. Yan yung breakdown natin ng mini session. So I think this is the easiest that you can do when you are starting out, guys. So if you want to try newborn photography, ano lang kailangan mong bilhin? Basket, na sobrang mura lang yan. You can find that anywhere. You buy your fur, you buy your wraps, tapos headband o kaya hat. Okay? Just some few techniques if you're gonna do this. Maglagay kayo ng unan sa ilalim para hindi lubog na lubog yung baby. Ayaw natin na mukhang kinakain na siya ng fur. Hindi siya magandang tignan. Okay? Tapos, ayaw natin na mukhang kinakain siya ng fur. Tapos, etong fur sa labas, arrange it in such a way na maayos siyang tignan and in such a way na magiging parang bilog si baby. Kasi in reality, yung paa niya nakadiretso pa yan sa loob, sa ilalim pababa. Okay? So, one light, softbox camera right, 45 degrees, ganun pa rin. Nag-reflector lang ako dito to fill some shadows. Okay? Composition style, bring the pattern. So, that's my wood background with pattern. Okay? Saan makakabili ng wooden flooring, sir, na background? I got this one, I think, from Lazada. Hindi siya wooden, guys. Ano to? Nakaprint to sa parang tela. Yan. So, mukha lang siyang kahoy. So, again, when choosing materials for your backdrops, avoid those na makikintab. Kasi ang hirap kontrolin ng ilaw pag makintab siya. Okay? And, okay, to give you an idea, yung mini session, guys, nagsimula yan para lang may matrain ako. Tapos, try ako ng way na gawin siya na para madali. Okay? Tapos, very straightforward, very simple. It turns out, sobrang patok niya dito sa province, dito sa lugar namin. And I've been getting a lot of mini sessions. Tapos, paulit-ulit lang ako. Minsan sabi ko, parang nabobore na ako eh. And then, eventually, I really like how it goes. Medyo mas madali siyang gawin. And then, you can be really creative with your newborn sessions. Okay? So, look at these last few newborn mini sessions that I've been doing. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of angles. There's a lot of prop combination. But the concept is the same. The basic concept of your newborn mini session. Okay? Ganyan lang yan. Ito, tinanggal ko lang sila basket, nakalapag lang sa floor, tapos may mga support lang na unan, or kung minsan sa beanbag lang yan. Okay? Very doable. Okay? It's very doable. Kailangan lang matuto kayong mag-wrap and mag-handle ng babies. Okay? So if you're starting out, I do suggest to try and do this sa mga kakilala nyo muna. Okay? Mga kakilala muna, guys. Okay? So, wag muna kayo mag-start sa client na wala kayong established rapport or anything. Okay? Ilang images? Again, 10 images yung minimum promise ko, pero lately I've been delivering 20 to 30. Okay? May nagtanong kanina, do you post-process your images? Newborn photography is very heavy on post-processing. Okay? In our academy that we will be launching, there's a single course for Photoshop editing alone. Kasi sobrang intensive niya. Okay? And kung swerte ka, ng magandang baby na soft yung skin. Pero most of the time, you get clients na medyo marami pang blotches, lalo na pag maaga pa yan. Okay? This is what I use right now to edit my images. Okay? If you're going to edit, guys, you have to have a monitor, okay, that is very accurate. Okay? That is very accurate. Okay? Kasi gusto mo na yung colors mo tama. Okay? This past years, naghahanap ako ng monitor na sobrang swak na okay yung price, maganda yung features, and I came up with this monitor. And you are all lucky because we have a special promo for this monitor today. Pakita natin mamaya yan. So, as a short intro, this is the MSI PS32Q1R. Bakit sobrang gusto ko siya, guys? It's 32 inches. It's big enough for everything that I need. Okay? And ito yung pinaka-important. It covers 100% Adobe RGB. And yung kanyang color accuracy, which is your delta E, it's less than 2. So, basically, it's super accurate. Okay? So, may libre pa siyang monitor hood. So mamaya papakita ko sa inyo yung specs. Okay? So again, thank you for MSI Philippines for being our partner in this workshop. Okay? If you're going to edit, guys, please calibrate your monitors. Okay? So calibrate your monitors. I'm sure there's a lot of photographer here. Kapag first time nyo narinig kung ano yung calibration ng monitor, guys, that's a way to calibrate the display so that the colors that your monitor is showing you is as accurate to standards as possible. Okay? So, yan. So, ipa-plug ko yung ating sponsor, one of our main sponsors for this event. So, we have a promo for their 2 top monitors for creatives, your PS34-1W. This is a 34-inch monitor. Sobrang laki, guys. So, okay, yung 32-inch, medyo nalulula na ako. Yung 34-inch nila, the PS34-1W, it's a monitor designed for creatives, okay? It's a 5K monitor. My God, grabe. So I think more than photographers, videographers will really love this monitor. Okay? It's HDR compatible. And ito for me important pag namimili ako ng monitor. Ang important sa akin is the color accuracy. This one covers 100% sRGB and 98% of your P3 color space. Okay? So, it's a very good option. Okay? There's a link here for their promotion. If you buy this monitor today, okay, you get 2,000 worth of gift certificate and a MSI PK30 combo. And for the price, okay, wait lang, i-verify ko, baka mali yung masabi kong price. Okay, this monitor, guys, is priced at, our promo price is 64,900. Okay, 64,900 for the 34 1WU. Okay, 64,900. Okay? And the next one, this is my personal favorite. Okay? This is the one I use, and for me, right now, this is the best monitor in the market that you can buy for the price. Okay, guys? So, it's not full HD. It's not 5K. It's not 4K. It's only 2K. It's WQHD. But for me, that's enough. Okay? For photo editing, for movie watching, for everything that I do. For me, this is enough. Okay? It covers 99% ang sabi niyan. Pero after I calibrate it, it's 100%. 100% Adobe RGB, 100% sRGB. The colors are super accurate. Okay? It comes with a shading hood. Okay? It has picture-in-picture and PBP modes. Okay? All for the price of 45,000 pesos. Okay? Wala kayong makikitang Adobe RGB monitor sa 45,000 pesos na ganito kalaki. Okay? And if you buy right now, it's only 43,000 pesos. So you can PM me and I will refer you to our agent. Okay? 43,000 pesos plus a 1,000 gift check. Okay? Plus a free MSI PK30 combo. So sobrang sulit, guys. For those in this workshop, if you really want to purchase a monitor, kung naghahanap kayo right now, do consider this, the MSI PS32Q1R. And this is what I use right now. Okay? This is where you can buy them. Okay? At AceNet, VMall, Complink, and MSI concept stores. Okay. So sabi ko sa inyo, I'll give you an idea on how we edit photos. So look at this cute baby, yung pinost ko kanina. Yan, no? Sobrang dami niyang blotches. Okay? So, guys. So you really have to, it's a a skill to learn and and then hopefully yun din yung ma-share ko sa inyo on how to it mas mabilis. Okay? Yung profiles to clients, hindi po. I want the output to be how I see the images. Okay? And the raw images are a bit far. Okay? To edit those photographs, it takes me, depende. Yung kanina, yung quick edit na yun, mga 5 to 10 minutes. Okay? Pero pag yung ok-ok na edit, yung ok-okan na edit, minsan inaabot ako ng 30 minutes to 1 hour. Okay? We have one question from Facebook. With the pandemic, for mini sessions, how many babies per day? Depends on your schedule. Ako ngayon, right now, I do maximum of 1 per day. Okay? Because I'm a full-time doctor as well. So medyo depende sa schedule ko yan. Ko nun is 3 babies in a day. Okay? Nung nag-shoot ako sa Manila, sa studio namin sa Manila. Kasi I give them around hour. Yung kung ang hirap kasi na, kunwari nakaka 3 to 4 hours ka na tapos wala ka pang, nakaka 3 to 4 hours ka na tapos wala ka pang magandang picture tapos kailangan mo i-extend, nandiyan na yung next na client. Ang hirap. Kaya ang shoot ko lang noon, ang slots ko noon, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. tapos 2 p.m. hanggang mga 6 tapos okay. Reflector do you use? Sir, for me, kung maliit na, pinakamaliit na available na reflect. Tapos, ang reflector ko din yung styrofoam na nabibili. Sobrang laki na isang tao na puting styrofoam. Very effective. You can use that as a, okay? So how do you back up your files? So I'll discuss it here. So gear recommendation, like camera for newborn photography. Kita niyo ba yung hawak sa akin yan ni Fuji? The GFX 50R. Sobrang ganda. Yung presyo, sobrang ganda rin. Okay? But honestly, does gear matter? Of course. At the end of the day, you will have an advantage with better gear. Okay? But this is more important. Your gear matters only if your skills are up to it. Okay? So I think before investing on gear, it's a for in your skills. Lalo na results if you invest in your skills, on your props, okay, on your lighting equipments, okay, than purely sa camera. Yes, advantage, okay, is what life is. Hindi ko sinagot because the answer is here right now. What is the best camera? Okay? Food fit. Yung gamit ko ngayon eh. Pero guys, that is the one that is in your hands. Okay? I'm move into the Fuji system. Tapos hi. Am I back on? Bigla ako nawala, guys. Am I back on? Hello, hello. Sorry, ako ng Zoom sa sarili kong meeting. Yan. Okay. So, good. I'm here. I think I'm back. All right. So, guys, for me, nung in-offer yung H1, ako convinced kasi sobrang happy ko na sa binigay sa akin yung private XH1 tapos may IB siya. Sabi ko, hindi ko naman kailangan IS. Hindi ko naman kailangan ng stabilization. Tapos, grabe. It's game-changing. Wait lang. Okay. So, it's game-changing for me. Available for or video lights. And my images sorry. Yan. Wait lang. Buti na lang ngayon tayo nagkaroon ng ganitong problems no? Hindi kanina. Yan. All right. Am I back on? Nagpalit na ako ng internet source ko. Am I back on? Yes. All right. So yan. So very useful for me yung IBIS ni Fuji. Okay. I can shoot 1/60, 1/50 na walang camera shake at all. Dati nun pag nag-shoot ako nung sa X-T2 nasa 1/100 yung shutter speed ko bago ako hindi nag-shake. So ngayon nung nakagamit ako ng IBIS nung XH1, sabi ko, shit, game changing to. Halos hindi ko na siya pinapalitan. So yeah, so may nagtanong kanina, what's the best camera that you can recommend? Actually, any camera, even the entry-level cameras of Fuji, they're very good. What I like about them is the images are very sharp. Tapos the colors are amazing. And you get 80% of what you need out of the camera. Minimal, very minimal editing yung kailangan mong gawin except for retouching yung mga skin, yung mga blotches. Pero the colors, they're amazing. Okay? So, do I recommend Fuji? Of course, yes. That's why I use. Okay? So, in lens selection, guys, if you're to choose only one lens, wala kang ibang mabibili. Kunwari, isa lang yung pag-iipunan mo, one time, big time, anong lens ang bibilin nyo? Get the 16-55 f2.8. Nandun na lahat ng kailangan nyo eh. So, yes, it's a bit pricey, pero nandun lahat ng kailangan nyo. Okay? Pero ako, I like shooting prime. So, anong lineup ko ngayon? 23 1.4, 35 1.4, saka yung 50 f2. So, a lot of the images that you see that I share dun sa group ng Fuji and other groups, it's those lenses. It's the 23 1.4, 35 1.4, and 50 f2. Okay? kung full frame shooter kayo, i-convert nyo lang yung mga focal length na yon papuntang full frame conversion. Okay? So, you can use any focal length that you want, pero those are the focal lengths that I find na very effective and very useful in shooting newborns. Okay? Ayan. So, mag-raffle time tayo ulit. So, meron pa tayong isang t-shirt and 3 headpiece. Okay? So, yung headband natin from Caviar Girls. Okay? Bunot-bunot. Okay. Si Doktora Liuliwa Kapili. Doc Liu, nandiyan ka pa? Are you still there? Okay. Doc Liu, are you still there? Nabunot ka na na winner ng ating Yahoo! Diyan pa si Doc Liu. So, congratulations. Meron kang isang set ng headband from Caviar Girls. Okay. So, saktong-sakto. Okay. Next natin na winner, headband tayo ulit from Caviar Girls. Nandito ba si Kirsten Badilla? O, doktor din pala siya. Dr. Kirsten Badilla. Dr. Kirsten Badilla. Nandiyan pa ba si Dr. Kirsten Badilla? Wala na si Doc. Hindi na siya nag-reply. Okay. Check tayo na iba. May isa pa tayo. Okay. Okay. Jackie Rosales. Ayun, si Ma'am Kirsten. Oh, nandun si Ma'am Kirsten. Nandiyan pa siya. Alright. Kirsten Hinsel. Alright, ma'am. Meron kayong headband from Caviar Girls. Please do PM me. I'll get in touch kung paano natin kukunin yung freebie from Caviar Girls. And ano yung last sinabi ko? Jackie Rosales. Okay. Miss Jackie Rosales, are you there? Are you still with us? Jackie Rosales. Okay. Jackie Rosales. Is Jackie here with us? Okay. So, siya yung ating 5th winner ng Caviar Girls. Okay. May isa pa tayong winner ng t-shirt from Gizmo Plus. Okay. Gizmo Plus. Okay. All right. Gizmo. Ma'am Jackie, just PM me. So, for the price. Okay. So, we have Gian Villaflor. Dito ba si Sir Gian Villaflor? Okay. Sir Gian. Yan, sir. Meron kayong t-shirt from Gizmo Plus. All right. Gian Villaflor. Okay. Last 2 raffle are MSI t-shirt. Oh, ang ganda ng tumbler, no? Dami nagsasabi ng maganda ng tumbler. Eh. Nakita ko yung ganda nga. Sabi ko, shit, sana akin na lang. So, sige, tingnan natin. Ini, mini, mini, mo. Okay. T-shirt from MSI. Ralph Lawrence Chan. Are you there? Ralph Lawrence Chan. You get the t-shirt from MSI. Yon. Ralph Lawrence Chan. And our tumbler. Kanino kaya mapupunta yung ating tumbler? Alright. Tumbler. Okay. Tingnan natin, ha? Okay. Si Sir Ronaldo Pascua. Alright. Yeah, kakatype pala niya ng mind. Sir, kayo po ang lucky winner ng ating MSI tumbler. Sir Ronaldo Pascua. Okay. So, wow. Dami nating napanalunan, no? Sana marami kayo natutunan din, guys. Okay. So, yan. Okay. So, guys, as a summary, okay, newborn photography is a special field, okay? It's not for everyone, but that is the reason why we are opening the doors for you. So this is why we wanted to hold this workshop, and thank you for our 90+ attendees, okay? Because we believe that this is an avenue for Filipino photographers na gusto mag-venture into a different field. Kung feeling nyo saturated na yung market for other genres, and then I think this is one that you can consider because it is profitable. Okay, it is profitable and it is very much doable with proper practice and guidance. It might be for you. Okay, so for everyone listening to this webinar, I'm sure na curious kayo, I'm sure na interested kayo. So we want to make it possible. Okay, kasi alam ko maraming resources dyan. I'm sure nag-browse na kayo ng mga YouTube videos, nag-browse na kayo ng mga workshops online and everything. Pero iba pa rin kapag maayos yung guidance. And that is what we want. Okay? So, we want to give you that opportunity so that we can be more productive para mas marami tayong growth, lalo na as photographers and as creatives in the Philippines. Dahil sobrang daming mga Pilipino ang magaling na creatives. Okay? You have to have a strong foundation in photography and safety is a priority. Okay? For those who want to venture on this field, you have to learn from the pros. And that is why we are opening this door for you. Okay? If you're a parent and you're curious, okay, you want to try it out, walang problema. You can. You can do the mini session that I taught you. That is very much doable. Pero if you want the best photos for your child, I suggest you hire a pro. Okay? So, that is why we're launching this. It's our Newborn Academy for Photographers Philippines. It's NAP, N-A-P-P. Okay? I wanted this initially to be a 2 to 3 day straight workshop na hands-on and everything, pero mukhang it will not be possible because of our current situation. And that is why we are launching this, because we can make use of technology. We can make use of this online platform. Okay? It's an online academy for those of you listening here who really want to go into newborn photography. Okay? It will be composed of lectures, mentoring sessions, and we will be creating an exclusive community of Filipino newborn photographers whom we can share ideas, techniques, outputs, and more. Okay? And this is the breakdown of the course that I will be making for you. It will start on January 21, 2020. It will start on January 2021. Okay? It is divided into 3 courses, guys, para hindi masyadong mabigat yung cost financially. Okay? So, dati balak ko tuloy-tuloy na eh. Isang bagsakan. So, now, if you want to try it out, pwede kayo mamili lang ng course na gusto nyo. Of course, we will start with course 1. It's Foundation of Newborn Photography. So, it's similar to this workshop, pero sobrang patikim lang to. Okay? I will teach you everything that I know, and I will teach you everything to make things easier, para may direction. Okay? Para hindi ka na malilito kung ano ba yung babasahin kong material, ano ba yung technique na susubukan ko. Okay? So, you will learn the basics such as the mini session, beanbag posing, wrapping techniques, everything. Okay? Course 2 is Advanced Newborn Photography. For those who really want to get into this field na gusto nyong i-step up yung game nyo, we will be talking here about more advanced poses such as chin on hand posing, yung froggy pose na pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, tapos mas detailed na pagpili ng props, everything. Okay? And the third course will be exclusively for post-processing. Okay? There's a whole lot of way of doing editing. Okay? Pero I will teach you the ways that I find easy to understand, useful, and effective. Okay? So, basically guys, ang ituturo namin sa inyo dito sa NAP would be everything that you need to know, pero directed siya. Para hindi ka nalilito. Para may direction yung gagawin nyo. Okay? Para in the shortest time possible, mabilis yung growth nyo as newborn photographers if you're really interested. Okay? Usapang presyo, magkano? Okay? Guys, we are offering each course. Okay, so again, each course will run for 1 month. These are Saturday classes. Okay, So Saturday classes siya na live classes. We will also be giving you recordings of the classes. Okay? And then I will be giving you materials to study as well. Each course will run for 4 to 5 courses, 4 to 5 Saturdays. Okay? And then we will also have mentoring sessions. So anytime you have questions, anytime you need guidance during your shoot, before the shoot preparation, I will be able to help you out. Okay? The course is priced at 10,000 each. Okay? So it's 10,000 per course. But for our first 5 students in this workshop, we are offering you 50% off. Okay? 50% off. So for our first batch of students, for our first 5 students, okay, those that will email me in this email address, we will be offering to you course number 1 for 5,000 pesos. Okay? And for our next 5 students, meron ding discount. Okay? So we will be limiting the slots to 10 students kasi gusto ko matututukan sila. So ayoko ng sobrang dami. Okay? So for those who are interested to join us in this academy, our classes will start in January. Okay? This is online. Even if you're in abroad, pwede kayong sumali. Okay? We will replay the videos. We will give you a link. Okay? So again, course 1 is the basics. Okay? At the end of course 1, guys, you will be able to do the most basic poses. You will be able to shoot a newborn with ease. Okay? So 50% off for our first 5 students. And for the next 5, for our first 10 students, may discount pa rin yan. So please, if you're interested, do email us, NAP Academy, N-A-P-P, okay, nappacademy@gmail.com. Okay, you can PM me directly, pero for the promo, for the discount, doon ko ipapasok yan doon sa mag-email sa akin. Okay? So, thank you very much for joining this workshop. I hope may natutunan kayo. Thank you again to our sponsors, Fujifilm Philippines, MSI Philippines, Caviar Girls, Gizmo Plus, Photics, and the Fur Factory. Okay? Do you have any questions, guys? May mga tanong ba kayo? Before we end this, before we enjoy checking out our 12/12 Lazada and Shopee sale. Okay, so wow, we have participants from New Zealand and from Qatar. Okay, so again, we hope to do this soon. Okay. Oh, sabi ni Mendel, Doc, how much do you charge for a mini session? My rates here for the mini session, guys, here in the province is 3,500. In Manila, probably you can charge higher. Okay, so it's 3,500 for the mini session here. Okay, so thank you everyone for those who joined. Thank you for the questions. I really enjoyed answering them. Okay, and I hope to see you in this class, those who are interested. Okay, so yan. Okay. Sabi ni Sir Patrick, may course ba for wrapping only? Sir, I'm sorry, right now, wala eh. Wala pa tayong ma-offer dyan. Okay? Okay, we want to, to streamline the courses for yung, as in complete eh. You want to start from scratch to being able to execute your mini session. Okay? So, for those who want details dun sa courses, guys, kung gusto nyo malaman kung ano yung laman ng courses, you can also email me. Okay? I will send you the link. Okay? So again, thank you for all our participants in the webinar and ating 40 plus participants din sa Facebook Live. So yan. Sabi ni Maya, ilang hours ang mini session? I can do it in 30 minutes, pero probably an hour and a half if it's your first few attempts to do it. Okay? Probably longer. My first newborn shoot was around 4 hours. So depende talaga yan, guys. Okay? So again, for the winners, guys, please PM me in Facebook. I will also check the registration sheet para makontak namin kayo for your prizes. Okay?